Securing WebSocket connections, effective authentication strategies. In today's interconnected web, WebSockets have become increasingly essential for enabling real-time communication between clients and servers. Unlike traditional HTTP requests, which are stateless, WebSockets maintain an open connection for continuous data exchange. This persistent nature necessitates robust security measures, particularly in terms of authentication, to prevent unauthorized access and potential breaches. Let's explore some effective strategies for securely authenticating users in WebSocket connections. Why secure WebSocket authentication matters. WebSocket connections are particularly vulnerable to security risks because they remain open once established. Without proper authentication, any data transmitted via this connection could potentially be intercepted or hijacked by malicious actors. Therefore, securing WebSocket authentication is critical to protecting sensitive information and maintaining the integrity of data communication. Common authentication methods. Token-based authentication. One prevalent method involves the use of tokens, such as JSON Web Tokens, JWT. Tokens are typically exchanged during the initial HTTP handshake and then used to authenticate every message sent over the WebSocket. JWTs have the advantage of carrying claims that can define different levels of user access and expiration times, providing an added layer of security. OAuth 2 protocol. This open standard allows secure API authentication using tokens, similar to JWT. WebSocket protocols can integrate with OAuth 2 by passing an access token during the handshake or in the URL when establishing the connection. OAuth 2 is widely used due to its compatibility with various platforms and added security layers with scopes and permissions. SSL/TLS encryption. While not directly related to authentication, protecting WebSocket communications with SSL/TLS ensures that the data exchanged is encrypted, decreasing the risk of man-in-the-middle (MITM) attacks. It's good practice to employ SSL/TLS alongside authentication methods to secure both the connection and the data. Session-based authentication. Similar to traditional web applications, session-based authentication can be implemented where the session ID established during user login is used to authenticate WebSocket connections. The server must correctly maintain these sessions and ensure they are invalidated upon user logout to avoid unauthorized access. Basic authentication. On WebSockets, this involves sending a base64 encoded string containing the username and password during the initial handshake. However, due to its simplistic nature and security weaknesses, this method is less recommended unless augmented with SSL/TLS. Best practices for secure authentication. Validate tokens. Ensure that any tokens used are validated upon receipt to verify the issuer and integrity, using secret keys or public certificates. This helps prevent the use of tampered tokens. Implement logging and monitoring. Keeping an eye on WebSocket connections and authentications can help quickly identify any suspicious activities, allowing prompt responses to potential threats. Rotate secret keys regularly. To reduce the chances of token compromise, routinely change secret keys or use short-lived tokens to limit the window of vulnerability. Use secure protocols. Always prefer WSS// over WS// to enforce SSL/TLS encryption for secure data transmission. WebSocket authentication is a fundamental aspect of maintaining robust security in real-time communication applications. By implementing a combination of these methods and following best practices, you can help ensure that your WebSocket connections are both authenticated and secure against potential threats.